Welcome to the Fix Radio Show with SMITTY. Any subjects, opinions, or comments that are made during this broadcast do not necessarily reflect the views of the host or the participants. The Fix Radio Show is intended for educational and or entertainment purposes. Any rebroadcast or other use of this broadcast without written consent of the Fix Radio Show is strictly prohibited. No animals or humans were injured during this broadcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
The wait is over. Welcome to the Fix Radio Show with SMITTY. Tragic news. Is there any other kind? There's even death and porn star music and death in the porn industry. It's crazy out there. Playoffs? Playoffs? Who said playoffs? Hey, what can I say? I got a woman stays drunk all the time. Come on, nation. Let's get started. Yes, sir. I have been up and I have been down. Tell you the world, boys, I've been around. Welcome to the Fix Radio Show with SMITTY and the gang. I want to thank Tripod for doing his magic back there. I never give him his props because he very shy man. And of course we're welcoming for the first time in 2018 our long lost soul that used to visit us long ago. Mary Francis is here in the studio, and we don't have her here that often.
So I'm just passing by, boys, just passing by.
Yeah, Mary Francis is here because we can't afford her. That's why. Costs a lot of money to have a talent like that with you, boys.
Oh, my.
I mean, she will school you like a good old Southern girl can.
I can.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get started, okay? So we must get these shenanigans rolling here. Hey, first on the menu, there was some tragic news from the NCAA football world today. It was reported that Washington State quarterback Tyler Hilinski was found dead in his apartment. On Tuesday, authorities said they were reporting his death as an apparent suicide. The late quarterback teammates in the sports world took to Twitter to mourn the loss of the 21-year-old young man. Tyler Hilinski died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. And the police are reporting Hilinski, 21, was discovered in his apartment next to a rifle and a suicide note. Police said they conducted a welfare check on Hilinski after he failed to show up for practice earlier in the day. They always say, I would never, ever thought that he would do it. And it's amazing because when you look at that, how many people have experienced a suicide death in their family, friends, or people they know? And you always seem to say, you know, I knew him or her, and they just never seemed to be that type of person that would do that. They seemed upbeat. They seemed happy. They never said anything about, doing anything like this. They were just doing their normal day-to-day routine. There was no reason in the world that they thought anything like this would happen. But yet it does.
Yep.
And even Michael Phelps even talked about it in several of his interviews, talked about his depression. So what are the reasons people do this? Well, obviously there's reasons like the depression. It seems to be more rampant nowadays than ever. You have drug use, which again is crazy on the rise. I'm not talking about marijuana. I'm talking about real drug use, okay? You got the old girlfriend broke up with me, or boyfriend broke up with me,
That's
and I got a
true.
broken heart, and I'm going to end my life. That's happened too.
Yeah.
That girl that too long ago was in the woods, and she actually streamed herself live and hung herself, if you remember that. That was tragic.
That was, yeah.
That broke my heart. How could you see that?
It was hard to even
my
watch
goodness.
all of that come
I
together.
mean, the parents have to be just mortified by that. And, of course, there's the gay shaming. People that are getting bullied and guys gay or girls gay, they get bullied around by it. So there's a lot of reasons. And I just hope, and I'm just reaching here for a minute, but bear with me. I really hope this is not one of those scandalous reasons, like any kind of blackmail going on, having a girl
Right, exactly.
saying that, he sexually harassed me.
Right.
Because it seems to me that this is on the front burner on every single solitary news network known to mankind. That every man now, of course, is an harassment, abuser, and whatever. And I just hope they don't find that some girl was going to out him for something as simple as just a normal transgression with teenagers playing grab ass.
I hope not, too, because the young man had quite a future
He had a
ahead
lot
of him.
going for him, a 21-year-old quarterback out of college.
Yeah.
Man, he was getting more ass than a public toilet seat. Are you kidding me?
Well, you know.
Give me a break. There's no reason in the world for that. And let me tell you something. If that happens to you guys or girls, and you feel that urge to end something, this is only a permanent solution to a temporary problem, guys. You don't need to do that. Give it 24 hours, give it a break, and you'd be surprised the next day you wake up, you have a clear set of mind, a different point of view, and you're thinking, man, I came this close. So don't let that get you down. Unless you're like, I don't know, like a serial killer, then you may want to try some Russian roulette. Feel free. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Or
don't
maybe,
encourage any of that.
Serial killer, man.
No.
Okay, well, how about child abuser, okay? Try your luck at the highest bridge known to man and see if you can fly. Those people I have no use for. They can go.
Huh? That's true.
But then don't do that. They'll give it 24 hours and see what happens. And I think Tripod has the 1-800. There's a suicide line that they can post. And if Tripod's back there, or if he's maybe drinking again, we got to watch him.
It's on there.
He's on there. Okay. Yeah. If there's a 1-800 line, it's 1-800. It looks like it says 273-8255. That's 273-8255. So that's a new that's a number that you can call and you speak to somebody, man. Get a grip. Don't worry. Don't get upset. It's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. You'll make it through it no matter what. So
911 always works.
Always works.
911 not hard to remember.
No, it works for me when girls are coming after me, beating me up. So I usually call them and say, "Hey, man,
That hasn't happened to you in a while.
No, I don't have anybody look at me no more." Hey, staying on topics of unexpected deaths and sex, which are just riveting subjects we all love.
Woo-hoo.
I mean, I wake up in the morning thinking, wow.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
What about that sexy girl?
What about her?
I just killed to be with her. Hey, the porn world is suffering a few ultimately untimely deaths in their industry. Did you know that?
No,
Who
I don't
knew?
follow that. But please do tell.
I don't either, of course. But adult film actress Olivia Nova died at 20 years old on Sunday in Las Vegas, joining a growing list of young porn stars to succumb to ultimate deaths. I don't know where your dirty mind is. I said succumb, okay? Sheesh.
You stumbled over it a few times. I was really kind of wondering.
You will stumble over that word watching a little bit of adult entertainment, okay? Look, I'm an adult. I like entertainment. And? I try to do what I can to help the industry roll along.
Support.
That's right. I throw my dollars up there. No. They're still looking for the cause of her death. And the adult film actress tweeted on Christmas that she was lonely after spending the holidays by herself. Oh. Are you kidding me? Oh. A smoking looking hot girl that probably is more gamer than any chick I've ever seen her done with. And she's going to turn around and be alone? There's something wrong in his picture. Something very, very wrong.
Maybe she shouldn't tell people what she does for a living.
Something very, very wrong in his ways. Very.
It could be that they're just not into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but she wouldn't have to tell everybody.
Well, then she could go
a couple of towns over and talk to somebody else and tell her that she works at the library. They don't know.
Oh, I'm sure.
They don't know. Well, her former representative, L.A. District Models, issued a statement on the news of her passing. While she was only represented by direct models for a short period of time, we came to know Olivia as a beautiful girl with a very sweet and gentle personality. The statement read, "It is understood next of kin have been informed." Another way to that we are beyond shocked. It said completely out of the blue that it was rest in peace. We didn't expect this from her. Again, didn't expect it. They always say it.
But you don't expect it from people that commit suicide.
No, you don't. So another adult entertainer, Turi Love. It's spelled T-U. I'm a helper promoter.
Is it a real name?
T-U-R-I-L-U-V. No. Turi Love, her real name was Yerzane Beltrain. Okay.
No wonder she went with Terry Love.
Yeah, well, should have been Insane Beltrain. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She was 31. She died of a drug overdose the same month.
For the same reason.
In one of the last Instagram posts, she included a quote that read, "I hope to arrive to my death late, in love, and a little drunk." Well, wow. I hope to arrive at the bar like that. So, we have some choice words for each other. Yet another film Hall of Famer. Who knew there was a Hall of Fame for adult porn stars?
We're still talking about the same category.
These are just, I'm trying to educate people, okay, Mary Frances.
Okay.
Shayla Stiles died in her sleep in November 2017 at the age of 35. She had retired from the porn industry.
At 35.
At the early age of 35, just in time. And previously that year. So there's a job opening if you want to partake in that industry. But I certainly will not be partaking in that.
Okie dokie.
Little past my prime for that one, It's a little. I'd have to be drunk to get into that.
I don't know, Smitty. I think they probably have an industry and a door open for
old guys?
For all
old
kinds
guys,
of
yeah.
stuff. You could fit somewhere in those categories.
You know how they have the old guys play football and all that, the over the hill gang?
Sure, yeah.
Maybe they have over the hill porn or something.
That's it. There you go.
A new industry.
There you go.
I'm an entrepreneur, I tell you.
Come on, guys, call him.
Hey, crank it up.
Encourage
Come on. Larry
him.
Flint, call me, Larry.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough of those shenanigans. But it's crazy how that is. Now, on to the NFL. Last week's games were great. Unless you were the Saints. Jeez. With no time left, the quarterback, Case Keenum, he tossed I guess I call it a mini Hail Mary because he didn't throw it in the end zone. He was like on his 30 and threw it to the 40.
Yeah.
And Stephon Diggs from the University of Maryland Terrapins, fear the turtle.
Yeah, he was a fearful.
Who scattered for that TD with no time on the clock. Stunning. Drew Brees and the Saints.
Yeah.
That reminds me of back in 1964 when Jim Marshall, who was a Viking, Hall of Famer, 64. Right. Yeah, I remember that. Picked up the ball and the fan he ran the wrong way. He got the ball, he ran the other way. He was on defense. He ran a touchdown to the other side. And he threw the ball in the end zone. It turned out to be a safety, thank goodness. But you can Google it. It's pretty funny if you'll see bloopers for the NFL. But I love the NFL. So anyhow.
You do a lot of research. Well,
that's just because I remember it. Look, let's get right to my predictions for this football weekend. Okay?
You have some?
I have predictions.
Really?
Okay.
Who's playing?
The Vikings in Philadelphia are going to go at it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. The Vikings are not going to go into Philly and beat the Eagles. First of all, it's a dome team. And it's going to be coming into the Philadelphia area where it's cold, blistering and cold and snowy. They're not going to beat the Philadelphia Eagles. But it was a good run for them. Okay. Second reason, it's the Vikings. So that goes enough to say. Now, weather will play a big part. The score will be 27-32. I predict Eagles will win. Now the tough one, the Pats and the Jaguars.
That ought to
tough
be a good
call. But most people will watch it. Why?
Because
they want to see Brady fail.
Absolutely.
That's the truth. How many times have you watched an epic battle between, say, Joe Montana and somebody else, and Peyton Manning and somebody, and all these great quarterbacks? You don't watch them when they're getting older because you want to see them win again. They've already won. You want to see that one game that puts him in history where he said that was the game where he fell. That was when the downfall started, and we saw it.
Yeah.
This could be that game.
But then they have to go through the wrath of Giselle.
I'm sure that's terrible. Poor Tom. It's not like how he does it. Okay. So this could be the game, though. They're going to be playing in New England. They're going to be playing in the cold.
Okay.
And it's hard to go against New England because you have Belichick is the best coach in the history of the NFL. He's like the Saban of the colleges.
Love him or hate him, he's good.
Roll Tide. Yep. And then, of course, you have Brady, who's fantastic. And then you have Gronk, who's as big as a house. You've got a just tremendous team that never, ever loses at home. Yeah. But yet you have these guys that don't know any better from Jacksonville coming in, playing like wild dogs.
Nobody's told them that they can't win.
Nobody's told them they can't win, and they are ferocious, and they're good. But you got to give the edge to the Patriots because of Brady. I don't think Blake Bortles is going to go to New England and win. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. See, you vote two ways. You vote either with your heart or with your money. That's how it is.
You always vote underdog.
I do, because I'm a sucker.
Underdog.
I'm a sucker. My money goes on the Patriots, but my heart's got to go with the Jags. They've been getting beat up for years, and they're a Florida team. So I really do hope that they're able to pull it off, but I don't see it happening. My money goes on Brady. My heart goes with the Jags, and we'll see how it goes this weekend. And, of course, we'll be back probably Sunday to do a little bit more shenanigans here at the Fix Radio Show. Don't forget now, if you want to give us a call, you can give us a call or shoot us an email at fixradioshow@gmail.com, fixradioshow@gmail.com. And don't forget, on your YouTube and Facebook, subscribe. We appreciate it. We need your help so we can get this censorship under wraps. And remember, the fix begins with you. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out, guys.